Nice big hello.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome, one and all, to what day is it? It is Thursday. This is unusual for this show to be on a Thursday, but welcome to Extreme Improv Extreme's Geek Battle, our fast-paced, well, sometimes, mix of improv with trivia, with geeky challenges, and all kinds of geeky geekness. Now, on the show today, we have the master of the universe himself, Capelthave. Say hello to the people.
Hello, everyone.
And what is your geek fact? Every single week I say prepare a geek.
So, you all know there's a rumor that Christopher Columbus is the one who discovered America. So the one who actually made up that rumor, who popularized it, was the author of Sleepy Hollow. He was the one who first wrote the English biography of Columbus, and he thought the idea of Columbus not discovering America and murdering all South Americans wouldn't sell, so he made it up. He discovered America, he proved the earth was round, and all that bullshit.
Wow, I thought Christopher Columbus directed the first two Harry Potter films, but that's amazing as well.
God.
Yeah, okay, so let's see what historical facts Marty has for us. Marty!
Well, they're not historical, they're more geeky. Did you know that DC's New Gods and Marvel's Eternals are pretty much the same story? Jack Kirby had left Marvel, created New Gods at DC, then left DC, went back to Marvel, and said, you know what, I'm just going to do another story based on me redoing mythology, and so yeah, they're kind of the same.
Well, there we go. Do you know what? There's lots of things where if you ever watch like Pixar films and then like DreamWorks films, like film for film, Ants and A Bug's Life, and over and over again, it's the same film. Right. Anyway, Chloe, say hello to the people.
Hi. My random geek fact is a short, sweet one. The show's Quantum Leap's show title is actually comes from a physics book called Coming of Age in the Milky Way.
Wow, I like that. We've got history, we've got science. Ashley,
I definitely watched that film. Sounds wonderful.
I now know how Ashley's mind works. And
Coming of age in the Milky Way. Speaking of which, Ashley. Hello, everybody. I'm in Southend in the UK. My fact, A, I'm a Ravenclaw. You're welcome. And B, my fact is that Jarvis Cocker appears in the Goblet of Fire film, Harry Potter, in the Weird Sisters band, but originally it was going to be Franz Ferdinand.
Ah.
Not the historical leader who died for World War, the British band, the indie group.
Wow. Okay. So also joining us, I don't know if we will see him or he is just like the voice in all of our heads. Asad, are you with us?
Yes, I am. I am Asad and I'm the voice in everybody's head. And my geeky fact of the day is that there are a whopping 256 levels in the original Pac-Man arcade game. But that's not all. Shortly after the 256th level starts, the game has a glitch due to an integer overflow that affects the memory, which essentially makes the final level unbeatable.
Wow.
Asad's reading.
I know he's reading. I will give a bonus point to anyone who can tell me what is the name of that final level. What is it commonly known as? Because when a level glitches like that in a video game, it is known as what? Ashley.
Coming of age in the Milky Way.
Bonus point there. Incorrect answer. So, does anyone know? Anyone know?
No idea.
Going once? It is called a kill screen. It is a kill screen. And the reason why it glitches is because it gets a little bit faster, a little bit more challenging, and the old arcade machines and Ataris couldn't hack it, and so it would get to that point, and that's why it would glitch out. So, with this, we're going to come on to our opening round, and our opening round is going to be a little bit of a debate round. And we're going to have 2 or 3 topics on this. We're going to try and come to a consensus, if we can. We're each going to give like our thoughts for what we think is the greatest television show of all time. Now, we can each give like the case. We might all find that we instantly agree, and then that will be the end of it. But we can put in our bids, and we'll see if we can somehow find an agreement amongst us. So, guys, thinking caps on. Do have a think. Ashley, we think I think I know what you're going to go for, but what would your bid be?
My bid would be Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I know, we're all shocked. I mean,
What?
Stop crying.
I thought you were going to go for the magic roundabout, man.
I find that too high level. I can't crack the poetry.
Yeah.
Do you want me to justify why I've
Yeah,
said
do.
The reason that I grew up predominantly, I was brought up feminist. And for me, I love a strong female lead. And this one for me had everything. It had women at the forefront, always being the smartest people in the room. And the entire general consensus is that how powerful women can be. And then also there was the humour, and also there was the fact that they used this lots of extended metaphors to cover actual general teenage issues such as drug abuse, sexual assault, those kind of things, but in a way that was accessible, entertaining, and millions of people watched it. I think it carried on into comic books afterwards, and I think people go back to it as a source of somebody who they respect, who they're interested in. It covers LGBTQ plus issues, and it looks at mental health. And it's absolutely brilliant. And also David Boreanaz is in it, so yeah.
So yum. Okay. So well, if that gets the yum, why not Angel?
Oh, thank you. Yes, fine. However, Buffy the Vampire Slayer was the original and is also the comic book series that carries on. Angel was an offshoot of it.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, anyone else with? So Ashley has laid down Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Can anyone raise him on that?
Yeah.
Chloe, let's hear what you've got.
I see your Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and I raise you Warehouse 13.
Oh, come on!
Okay. No one here knows it, but come on. Okay. Okay. So quick. Here's a breakdown.
Yes, here's a breakdown.
About a secret government facility that where it hires agents to capture and contain magical artifacts that have dangerous abilities, and there's history in there. You know, it covers stuff like the Donner Party and all stuff like that, and the I don't know who that guy, and then it's got like steampunk aesthetic. It's got the chemistry between the actors and the characters is amazing, and it's got H.G. Wells, but she's a woman, and it's amazing. Yeah, and it's so cool. She's got a grappling hook. And it's adventure. It's like a little bit of sci-fi fantasy. It's quite progressive for what the time it was on. You know, like the 20 teens, and it's got one of the best representations of a gay character ever, because it's not his whole character, and it's just, and the scenarios that they get in, and you know, there's a body swap episode. It's just so good.
Okay. Now this did come up before when you mentioned a character from it, and I looked it up because you said it was like connected to a town called Eureka, and yeah. I'll be honest, I only got as far as the Wikipedia article about both shows. But the weird thing, when you look it up, it's like, it's like the Wikipedia article goes on that it's this connected world, and I think it is literally just these two shows. I don't know if they're, because it was like the Sci-Fi Channel made this expanded universe, and it says all this. And when I was like, yeah, but what other shows? I think it's just these two. That's as far as I got in my research, but you know, I'm more convinced to look into this further. Cap.
I'm going to argue with an anime. Because, like, I watched tons of cartoon shows, and I love them all, and I can't pick a favorite. But this anime actually made me think to take anime seriously. And it's the show called The Drifters.
Ooh.
It's a historical anime, actually.
What is you're selling the history thing today? I love it.
Well, because this one actually got me into history. It's about history's conquerors. Like Oda Nobunaga, Hannibal Barca, Scipio, and Shimatsu Toyoiza, all these historical conquerors. So after their deaths, they put them in a world where they can live. So that's actually the setting. The villains are historically heroic characters. This is not out yet in the TV show yet, because the season 2 hasn't arrived yet. But in the comics, I'm going to do a spoiler. The main bad guy is Jesus, actually.
Ooh!
It's Jesus. The idea is, in this new world has been created by two creators who are, I think, fourth-dimensional beings or something like that. Yeah, you're not going to watch this, so don't worry about it.
No, I just don't like spoilers.
So both of them actually pitting worst of humanity against, like, the heroes of humanity now against humanity. So it's a struggle between the Ents and the Drifters. And the Drifters are actually fighting to save humanoid creatures like elves, dwarves, and something like that. But characters like Jesus, Jonah, Ark, they're actually fighting to kill all the human race and replace them with orcs and other cat sort of different creatures. And the argument thing is going around is that how is the worst of humanity actually defending humanity? I mean, these people are murderous, majorly, but very brilliant minds, by the way. That's the most thing. The show's full of strategy. Normal anime bullshit, there is some, but usually it's like how you form an army, how you form a defensive position. It's just war nerd written all over it, and it's got me after that, I gone and looked at the Sekigahara battle. I've learned about the Peloponnesian Wars, and I also learned about Sengoku era. So it got me into a genre and history.
That got you into history.
Yeah.
That's like me saying that Pokemon got me into veterinary sciences.
Okay, no, I like it. I'll tell you what. I am interested to see this show. So far we have Warehouse 13, we have Drifters, and we have Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Marty. Oh, Assad. Thank you for joining us. Assad has got clothes on now, guys, so it's fine. Marty, what is your proposal for the greatest TV show ever?
I'll be honest with you. I don't know if I can compete with Warehouse 13. I actually prefer Eureka. I liked that show better.
I like you as well, but I'm more Warehouse 13 one.
And I don't know if I can beat the cultural phenomenon of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, even though I've never seen it. Unless you say X-Files, but I've never seen that either. So for me, this is a fairly new show, but it's real. I really enjoy it, and I look forward to the new ones as soon as they come out, and that is Stranger Things.
Oh, yeah.
I really like that show. It hits every, just about every button that I have when it comes to being a geek, like coming of age story, monsters, dimensional weirdness, quirky characters. I don't know. It just that show for me in the last few years has been one of the best shows ever, and I can't wait for season 4.
Okay, yeah, no, very good argument. I think you've won it just based on my bias towards that show. So no, I'm joking. Assad, we must hear yours before I come up with the correct answer. Right, so Assad.
I will wait for you to do it before I give my correct answer.
Okay. No, okay, so the one I'm going to put in there, probably my favourite TV show, but I want to keep it more geeky. What I would say is the closest to being a perfect TV show is Breaking Bad.
That was my answer.
Oh, okay. Yes, that means
What? No, right?
then we've got the support, Assad. Punch it.
Of
Boom.
course, yeah.
Boom.
Yes.
Right.
And we'll do this together. We'll talk about this.
Yeah,
together.
we'll do this together, man. We've got this. So Breaking Bad, it's got heart, it's got drama, it's got violence and action and excitement. Every single plot line is explored. There isn't a single thing that's forgotten. I also can believe everything that the characters do throughout. What would you say, Assad, just to back me up on this?
Absolutely. Every character arc is so satisfying from start to finish. They take it full circle. Every story comes full circle. The storytelling is phenomenal. The writing is phenomenal. And, your answers were great. All these answers were great, but it's time to get realistic here because this is the correct answer. Yeah. That's true. And I'll tell you why. The lowest rated episode of Breaking Bad is called Fly. All right?
Oh, I hate that episode. No, I shouldn't say that.
I love that episode. It's a heavily misunderstood episode, but whatever. The Fly episode of Breaking Bad. It is rated 7.8 on IMDb.
Yeah.
It has a 7.8 rating on IMDb, which is still a pretty high rating. And almost every episode is rated 9 and above.
Okay, so we've got our bids. I wasn't even going to go for that because I was going to go for something more geeky as well. But I'm happy with the support here, Assad, to leave things there. Ashley.
I also just say that I absolutely detest Breaking Bad. Hate it. I mean, with a fiery passion. I've watched it 3 times to the end of season 2 and the start of season 3, and at no point have given a flying toss about anyone.
It gets so good from season 3 onwards.
Oh, I couldn't care less.
If you have to wait until season 4 for a show to get good,
absolutely not.
No, season 3.
No,
I always watch at least the first season if it's a long show. If it's a show with only like one season, I watch the first 2 episodes. But I like everything, so it doesn't
okay.
matter.
So let me come in with this, guys, because I'm gonna revolutionize your lives. Now, when I first watched Breaking Bad, I heard it was got all this hype about it, and I was like, well, I'm trusting that it's going to get good. I'm trusting that I'm going to get into it. And I didn't get into it. And I had to give it a second go. And like, I don't know if any of you know the show Dexter. I don't know if you like the show Dexter at all.
Love Dexter.
Okay, when I first watched you hate Dexter as well?
Yeah.
Wow.
The ending could need a bit of a work.
There's a new series coming.
Yeah,
Right.
Dexter, I've also done 3
Well-
times. We make it a purposeful thing to do 3 attempts with a full story and then some, and every single time I couldn't care less about
David,
Oh, well.
David, is that the same Dexter with the secret laboratory?
No.
That's
No, that's not the one.
He has a secret laboratory where he cooks people.
Yes.
Literally.
No, okay, but like, okay, so, but what I would say is it took me time to get into both of those shows, but when I got into it, I really got into them.
well done for you.
No,
Well,
it-
Assad, I'm noticing the tension here, and I think I'm going to defect. I'm going with Lost. Right, so, and if you don't like Lost, I give up. Right.
One trivia fact, okay? All the TV shows that have been made to this date, the pilot episode of Breaking Bad is rated the highest and the best and the greatest and the most perfect pilot ever. Just by the way.
Yeah.
I
I'm
don't.
all the shows I watch.
I know that they teach that pilot in director lessons, how they show how to show the transformation of a character. I just saw a lesson of that, but I never got into the show. I never gave it a chance. Just saw that lesson, and that's one of my.
Wow.
Also, I hasten to add that I'm not commenting on the acting, I'm not commenting on the direction or the production, all that, with the really unique motifs that I've never seen anywhere else. I can't take that away from that at all. I just couldn't care. I didn't like the story. I just didn't like it.
Actually, couldn't give a fuck.
Couldn't give a flying duck.
Wow. Okay.
And just one thing, since it is a very special day today, I would like to also mention that Friends is the greatest sitcom ever made.
No, it's not.
There was
That's what I was hoping for.
Okay, look, we're taking things to the next level
a
here.
reunion episode today, and it was phenomenal. I was crying, okay?
You saw it?
As long as there's a Big Bang Theory, Friends can go take a flying.
No, come on. Big Bang Theory is just Friends, but like watered down.
With geeks and nerds.
Yeah, it's like, okay, we like the character of Ross, so let's just have every character be Ross.
I'm just kidding.
Also,
I
if
don't think that.
If you
My
want,
favorite sitcom of all time is The Andy Griffith Show, but I'm an old guy, so.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
if you watch
I
either of
also
those shows,
watched
that
the
laugh
Seinfeld.
tracks, it's awful.
Yeah.
I cannot. Although I always watch Friends, I really enjoyed it. But now I'm a 31-year-old gay man. I cannot watch those shows back without cringing and thinking, why did I ever get behind this show when they've just been homophobic to my face? No.
Yeah, Assad, what have you got to say about that?
Just one thing. I'm not defending anything, but content or comedy in general, it does not age well. Okay, what is considered funny today may not be considered funny tomorrow. So this is debatable. I am with you, Ashley. I support. I'm not homophobic at all.
Yeah, look at this backpedaling.
If Friends was made the same way today, I would be against that shit.
Yeah.
I never took them that offensive. I didn't like even finally Ross supports her ex-wife getting married, right? So it's kind of supportive.
No.
I don't.
No.
I
but
don't
also,
care anymore. Who
This
cares?
is my favorite Geek Battle start intro so far. I love this.
In the back of my mind, though, I'm like, at what point does this escalate to another place?
I tell you.
At what point does this...
One thing,
Yeah,
very
go on,
important.
Assad.
I am ashamed of everybody, including myself. No one mentioned Tom and Jerry. What is wrong
I
with
love
you
Tom and
people?
Jerry. Okay.
What is wrong with you people?
No, okay, Tom and Jerry. Like the Fred Quimby era of Tom and Jerry, guys. Like the
Yeah.
early era, Fred Quimby.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
animation on it is so fun. I have like the entire box set of Tom and Jerry, genuinely.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
I enjoy Tom and Jerry. I do. I agree with you
Okay,
on that.
I do
The
feel
only
like
thing-
we.
the only thing I
Chloe,
enjoyed
did you
more
have a
than
bid?
that-
Chloe, did you have a bid for a sitcom?
Yes. Actually, The Good Place.
Oh, yes.
I don't know that show. How do I not even? I've never. I don't even know what that show is.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
so good. Oh my god.
It's all right.
I've never watched that show, and I'm in such a good place.
It's so
Whole
good.
show, like Drifter taught me history, that taught me philosophy.
The Good Place is. I'm not. I don't know if it falls in the realm of sitcom, but
It's sort of a sitcom.
it kind of
It is a sitcom, I think.
It 100%, I think, is excellent for its storytelling, narrative arc, and also, as you say, like its approach to philosophy, what happens when we die, what makes you a good person or a bad person, and it's got a great cast. I mean, Ted Danson, come on, and it's a really, really wonderful show that also has massive twists in it.
Yeah.
Foreseen, and it always takes it further and further in exceptional ways. It's a brilliant show.
Yeah, I'm also just going to throw in there, since this is Geek Battle, and I want to bring in like a sitcom that brings in the geekness as well. I like Red Dwarf, you know. Ashley, please don't, no.
I haven't.
You never seen it? You never seen it? Never seen it? Okay, right.
I'll fix it. Hey guys, welcome to Extreme Improv. The greatest show ever is Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Way! Oh dear. Okay, so but anyway, but like, okay, so if you have you seen like the Orville?
One episode,
What?
didn't really
Oh.
care for it.
Oh, okay, so that, like, everyone expected that to be like Family Guy in space, but then everyone's like, oh, it's a lot more like Star Trek. But the Orville is just a poor man's Red Dwarf, in my opinion.
I would like to watch Red Dwarf, but finding it to watch is hard.
Well, I don't know what to say about that.
Without paying a fortune, which I don't have to watch a show.
Or being illegal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
guys.
I don't do that. Either.
Okay, so I don't know if we actually came to any consensus on either sitcom or... well, we had definitely 2 bids for Breaking Bad. Out of the other ones, though, I've not seen Warehouse 13. I wasn't completely blown away. I did like Eureka, but it wasn't... I wouldn't have put that in my top 10 even, to be fair. I don't know Drifters. I did watch Buffy back in the day from start to end, and I do like Stranger Things, so I don't know if that brings us anywhere close to anything.
Always gonna back Buffy, man.
Yeah. Well, does anyone else? Do we have any other Buffy fans here?
Well, I like the actress. I mean, she was a perfect Daphne, and one of my.
I mean,
Daphne.
could we throw? I mean, if it had lasted longer, could we throw Firefly in there?
A Firefly.
I don't know, because like I saw Serenity. I never watched Firefly, but possibly.
You gotta watch. I did the same thing. I watched the movie and went and enjoyed it, but I was like, oh, there's more to this. Went back, watched the show, then watched Serenity, and now I was like, oh, okay, I get it now. This is really good.
Yeah. It's a shame when things get cancelled early. Like, I don't even know if I can... Odyssey 5. Did anyone ever see Odyssey 5?
Never even heard of it.
Oh, God. It was so good. It was only one series. It got cancelled. The concept of it was that there's some astronauts in space, and something happens that whilst they're in space, the Earth, dies or explodes. And something from, like, the cosmic whatever, they end up quantum leaping back into themselves 5 years, and the idea is that they're going to have 5 years to stop the Earth exploding. But then it got cancelled after season 1. But it was such a good idea.
Do I have to have seen Odyssey 1 through 4?
I don't know. Maybe I missed all of them. Maybe the next series would have been Odyssey 4, and it would have done a countdown towards it.
That'd be good.
I don't know. Okay, I don't think we came to a consensus there. To be honest, I blame Assad for this. So with this, we're going to have to leave that for our viewers to figure out a little bit as well. But with this, we are going to go On to our next round, which will be a quick fire round. And this is unlikely sequels. Unlikely sequels. So what I want, basically give the movie, we may have done something similar to this before, the unlikely name of a sequel or subtitle to sequel or whatever. So just pitch what would be an unlikely sequel to something famous. So it'd be like Batman versus Gingerbread Man. You know, something like this. So, if you've got one, let's hear some unlikely sequels. And Ashley,
Lego Man, Legoland, Lego. What's the Lego?
the Lego Movie.
The Lego Movie 3, Bricking It.
Love it. Okay, anyone else got something to come in with? If so,
Frozen 3, Elsa finds Jack Frost.
yeah. Ashley.
Catwoman 2, Halle Berry's Apology.
Yes, absolutely. Marty.
It wasn't that bad.
Howard the Duck 2. No more ducks to give.
Love it. Harry Potter and the Chamber Pot of Secretion.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Okay, if you got any more, bring them in. Ashley?
Odyssey 4, 4 more years to go.
Odyssey 3. I see what we're going with this. Chloe?
Scott Pilgrim versus Ramona's parents.
Okay, Capelthev.
JL 2003 versus the Snyder's Justice League.
Yeah. Marty?
Indiana Jones and the Prostate of Doom.
That's my favourite one yet. Okay, Assad.
Game of Thrones season 8 done correctly.
Yes. Fast and Furious 10. 9 too many. Anyone else? Going once. Going twice. We'll come up with one. Don't take pressure, guys. Like, no one's watching anyway. I'm joking. Cap.
Thundercats 2011, murdering Thundercats Raw.
True. Ashley.
Twilight 4, no pictures or sound. Every hour, and it's fine.
Marty.
Contact 2. The coming of age of the Milky Way.
Love it. Okay. Assad.
Really unnecessary sequels. It's the Avatar 2, 3, 4 announced already.
Chloe.
Dying Hard again.
Okay, anyone else got one? Going once. Going twice. Capelthev.
Titanic versus Aliens.
The Hobbit Part 4. The unnecessary sequel. Ashley.
Titanic 3, The Iceberg's Revenge.
Ooh. Marty.
Iron Man 4. Used starch.
Like it a lot. Cap.
Lord of the Rings. Why don't you fly, you fools?
Yep. Chloe.
Honey, the kids are a normal size.
Ashley.
E.T. 2, E.T. Zoom Home.
Zoom. I like it. Okay. Anyone else? Cap.
Star Wars, the prequels, without the emo kid.
Yeah. Okay. Going once. I don't know why I held up 4 with that. 2. Odyssey 1 and scene. Well done. Well done. Excellent stuff. So, with this, we're going to come on to... I almost hesitate to do another debate-based round. Just because that first one took 20 minutes.
This is Parliament. This is like the UN.
I know. Okay. Well, we'll see what we'll see what we have here, right? Because the next one, because we don't often dip into this world too often. The greatest video game of all time. The greatest video game of all time. Let's see what we've got for this. So, Ashley, you look very ready, but you started us with Buffy. So, if someone else wants to jump in, Chloe.
May I present to you Cluedo?
Video game?
Yes.
Ooh.
Cluedo, the board game, the video game.
Okay.
Are you stuck at home and with a passion of Cluedo, but your friends won't play with you? Then you can just play online.
I like it.
For £35, you can get Cluedo, the video game. And you can play all the arenas, all the board games, and you can be all the characters that you want, and all the themes. Solve the crime. Try and beat the person who you're playing against to it, but they'll inevitably beat you because you're rolling last. But, it's great fun. Cluedo, the video game, the board game.
I'll tell you what. Back in the day, in the days of yore in the 1990s, for the Sega Master System, I had Trivial Pursuit, the video game. It would come up with a question, and then it would tell you the answer and say to you, did you get it right, yes or no? What's the point? Yes, I did. Got the next one too. 20 minutes later, you've completed the game. Right.
There's also Tim Curry in that game. Does he do the voices? If Tim Curry doesn't do it, I'm not interested.
Oh, do you know what? Back at...
Unfortunately not.
Oh, do you mean in Cluedo? Oh, he should have been. There is a video game, I can't remember what it is, that has Tim Curry in it. I'm going to find out and tell you what it is. Right. Cap, your nomination, please.
Okay. I'm a bit of an honest, but I would say The Witcher 3 is the greatest video game that I ever played. Because I played it 3 times, the whole story, and I actually missed up a scholarship opportunity because of it. And... yeah, my friend who didn't play it, he's in Norway now.
Wow.
Is that a selling point?
I don't know.
Yes, it is.
Well, I didn't play it, and I'm not in Norway, so...
So the thing is, well, the game, I played it 3 times. The music is phenomenal, and also the story and the choices you make have great consequences. This is why I don't feel like Red Dead Redemption 2 can compete with that in a one way, because Red Dead Redemption 2 is also a very story-built game, but even though you make choices, the choices don't feel like you're leaning towards you have a choice. It's more like the character is going to be a hero. But in The Witcher, if you're an arsehole, will be an arsehole, and you'll get what is coming to you through the end. And the best part about it is that even though I played it 3 times, and I could find usually the things that I found, but like dozens of videos looking into Easter eggs still going on, and people actually made up a whole game where there's one bad guy didn't actually get a chance to have a final battle. They created an entire game, just the fans. They fully voice acted. It's also now out. So I think the game that has come out in 2015 that is still going is an RPG. I think which is definitely the best.
Okay, that's a very strong argument. That's a very strong argument there. Doesn't have Tim Curry in, is what I can say to that. But I've got an update on that soon. Ashley, I know you're eager to get in before Assad.
Oh no, Assad can go first.
Okay.
Assad can go first.
Right. So I'm sort of a very different guy, okay, and I like to appreciate things that didn't make its full course. I would like to acknowledge the existence of this video game as the greatest video game ever, Flappy Bird.
Never heard of it.
Wow. Do you have more on this?
I think that's enough said.
Okay, well, what I can say about Flappy Bird, and I find this interesting trivia, when it became a big hit, the guy who was making tons of money from it, it kind of put too much pressure on him, and then he deleted the game so you couldn't get it anymore for a long time. And it's he didn't want the money, he didn't want the success. Like, I would have taken that off of his hands, but anyway, happily.
Trivia. There was a time where people were actually selling their mobile phones with Flappy Bird installed in the phone at a very premium rate.
Yeah.
And people were buying that crap.
Yeah. Okay, Ashley.
Okay, it's jumping off the back of Kappa Dave's about being able to make decisions in video games that actually impact on the story. And although The Witcher 3 does have that, it's not as big as I would like to. And what I did see in Mass Effect 2, not 1 or 3, I'm talking about 2. In Mass Effect 2, you can create your own squad of different genders and races of aliens and whatever. And you can romance and do all of that. But the way that you form relationships with people even decides on whether or not they'll die permanently at the end of the game in what is one of the best missions I've ever played, called the Suicide Mission. And the entire game is building up to it. Every decision you make, every alliance you make, everything. And then when you finish that and you start Mass Effect 3, everything you did in Mass Effect 2 carries over. So any player that died is not in Mass Effect 3. Further, if you play it really terribly and you go to be a terrible character rather than a paragon character, you can kill your entire squad, including yourself. And then you are told by Martin Sheen, is it Michael Sheen or Martin Sheen?
Michael Sheen.
Who's the one that was in Spider-Man?
Oh, I don't know.
Martin Sheen.
Martin Sheen. Martin Sheen tells you that you have to start the mission again. Then I think Mass Effect 2 for me had everything. For the characters, you had to really be delicate in the choices you made, and any choice you made really changed the story, including what missions were available to you, or the outcomes of missions, and even whether or not any of your characters could die. Brilliant.
Wow. Okay. Marty, do you have a nomination for us?
I'm not sure. I'm not really a video game person. Never have been. But I'll just throw out some that I've enjoyed over the years. Mostly either playing them at a friend's house or I had the CD-ROM. I had one called Monty Python's Complete Waste of Time. That was fun. I also used to enjoy You Don't Know Jack.
That's a good game.
Playing with friends at their house, Guitar Hero was always fun. But when I go to an arcade, if they have it, I will always play Area 51.
I love that. Oh my god, Area 51 is an amazing game.
Because just the shooting that the aliens or zombies or whatever they are, gosh, it's so cathartic and and I'm not good at it. Like I'll put a quarter in and I'm done in like 3 minutes. But it's just
who wants to take that setup to a joke?
I'm saying nothing.
I'm not touching that.
Okay, put a quarter in Marty and he's done in 3 minutes.
Yeah,
I'm not touching that.
I'm coming of age.
Okay, so my two nominations. Asa, did you have another one?
WWF No Mercy 2000. Enough said.
Okay.
What?
WWF No Mercy 2000.
Oh, yes. No. But it's all right. I think that game is overhyped. It's not as good as they say. But my two nominations are Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Kong Quest.
Oh my god.
Exactly. Or Resident Evil 4. They're my two nominations. Cap?
I would also like to nominate Resident Evil 6. It's an underrated classic.
You're right, it is awful.
Yeah, you're right, it is terrible. Yeah.
I have
No!
Okay, Chloe?
So, for something really interesting about Diddy Kong's Quest, well, I find it interesting anyway, but when I was, younger, I had it on my Game Boy, and I recently got a Game Boy again because I felt nostalgic, and I bought the game, Diddy Kong's Quest, and it's the same one as I had when I was younger. It's the same one.
Wait, when you mean the same one?
The same cartridge.
How do you know this?
Because I remember that on my one when I was younger, it had like a certain detail on it, like the sticker was in a certain, like it was in a certain state, and it's the same like sort of.
That's amazing.
It's the same colour.
Can I also just kind of say that Diddy Kong's Quest is the reason that I realised that technology was getting too much and to have a super age, because I had it on the Game Boy as well as Pokemon Red, and also Donkey Kong Country, but my dad bought the Super Nintendo Game Boy converter cartridge so you could play it on your like 12-inch tube TV, and we were a working class family from up north. So I was a Kardashian. I was like, oh my day, I've got things I should. I felt like Tesla. And it was amazing, and so I loved Diddy Kong's Quest. I absolutely loved it.
Yeah. Okay. I think we're going to a consensus nearly here, guys. I don't know if we are. But just because it's very relevant on this, we did mention Tim Curry. I'm going to risk getting this demonetized on YouTube just to show this. So he was in 2 video games. One, what's it called? Frankenstein. Frankenstein Through the Eyes of Whatever. But also Red Alert 3. And this has come up as a video of the best video game line of all time. I don't know how well you'll hear it, but it sounds pretty epic. But let's risk this flagging something.
Commander, you've rained on my glorious parade. That's everything I've got at you. But I won't let you have the satisfaction of catching me. I'm escaping to one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space!
I've probably just wrecked this whole video. It can't be monetized anymore.
I've heard that before.
I'm going to the one place. Space!
I thought he was going to say Spain, but that's nice. And Tim Curry is an institution.
He's amazing.
Adding on Tim Curry, there was a reviewer who reviewed it, the old TV show, and the new movies. And the reason why is one point that he made is that Tim Curry's clown was actually a clown. So you could see that kids going toward him, like, you know, the scene in the sewer when he's attracting the boy. He can actually pull it off because he's actually a harmless clown that turns into a monster. But anyone who sees that clown, the kid's gonna go like, shit!
Yeah. Okay, so just to clarify, because we're going to start to run out of time. Did anyone like have any feelings? Did anyone feel that someone else had presented a video game which they feel is leaning into, if there was just one, the best ever?
Yeah, The Witcher 3.
Props has got to go to Cap for bringing up Witcher 3, which has received some of like the best reviews of video games, and
Very
I think
true.
They showed you how powerful the PlayStation 4 was when it came to creating a world. And I think the vast amount of areas that you can travel on it is stupendous, and that you can just kind of keep going with it. At times it did become feeling like a bit of a slog, which obviously these kind of massive games can, same as Red Dead Redemption 2. But my heart is still with Mass Effect 2.
Wow, okay. Well, I'm just going to go by the fact that lots of people reacted positively to Donkey Kong Country, but anyway. So, with this, it sounds like it's either You Don't Know Jack has got it, or it was Flappy Bird, I'm not sure. Or Cluedo as well. There was like... What's just interesting is on the Zoom call, like at the top, like the top 3 of us, Cap, Ashley and myself, all like, so yeah, this video game's got lots of awards and merits. And at the bottom it's like, Flappy Bird, I don't play video games. A board game! So anyway, we haven't quite come to a consensus there.
Cluedo board game in my wares.
Yeah, okay, so with this, we are going to move on. We're going to move on.
Welcome to Geeks versus Curmudgeons.
Okay, guys, so with this, we're going to do a different kind of impressions round today. We did a similar thing on Slam Jam show yesterday. I'm going to bring up a randomly generated geek character, and if it's someone that we've got no idea about, on the screen. And then if someone thinks they can do an impression of them, give it a go. If someone thinks they can top that impression, then we'll hand out points where we can. So let's see what we've got. Jarvis from, I guess, from the Avengers. Can anyone do a good Paul Bettany impression is the question, I guess. Because it is just a voice. Can anyone do a Jarvis impression? Go on, Cap.
Congratulations, sir. You have created a new element.
Do you know what? I'm willing to give that a point. Can anyone top that? Assad, you sounded like you felt you could.
Congratulations, sir. You've created a new element.
The embarrassing thing of when you both go for the same line, you turn up in the same. Yeah, bonus point there, Assad. Okay, Ashley, did you think you could do a good Jarvis to top Assad's?
I can't beat these two now. I am really sorry. I'll give it a go, but I feel like I'm going to fall the first hurdle. Oh, hello, Ultron. You're awake. No, Ultron, stay where you are. I need to go and get them up. No, Ultron. No, Ultron.
That was like you started doing Capelthebs and were morphing into Assad's. Right.
Yes, that was the dream.
Okay, I'm going to give bonus point there as well. Okay, let's see who we've got next. Herschel Green from The Walking Dead. Can anyone do Herschel? Okay, Assad, I think I know what this is going to be.
No, I don't want to do it.
Okay.
I'll do it.
That may be spoilers for season 7. Right, Marty.
Or any season, really.
There's zombies in the corn.
I'm gonna give you a point there, Marty. I'm not gonna give you one, Assad. Right, so can anyone top that? Genuine attempt there? No, I don't think I can. I don't know what I'm gonna try some of these as well. I don't know why yesterday I literally didn't do a single impression. Detective John Kimball.
Oh.
Do you know who this is? If not, you'll know it in a second. So, okay, you'll get who it is in a second. Okay, so tell me, who is your daddy and what does he do? Anyone remember? It's Kindergarten Cop, guys.
Kindergarten Cop.
Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Kindergarten Cop. You know,
It's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor. Well, I'm giving myself a point. Screw you guys for not reacting to me. So, anyway, can anyone top that? It's an Arnie impression we're going for. Marty.
No, I was just going to say, they filmed that movie in Astoria, Oregon, and I've seen some of the places where they filmed it.
What a story.
Captivating.
I could try it a bit.
Okay, go then, Chloe.
Wait, oh shit, wait. Get these kids to the shopper and teach them to color lanes.
I'm going to give a point there. Cap, let's see what you've got.
Well, I'm not sure it's in the movie, but I'm pretty much sure it'll be in every Arnie movie. Everybody get down!
Yeah, no, I like it. It was sort of as if he was turning into Vincent Price, but I don't mind it. So, Assad.
I am a detective. I need clues. I'll be back.
Okay. Bonus point there, Assad. Right, let's choose another one. Daniel Jackson. Who the hell is that? It's Stargate. It's Stargate. Yeah.
It's a very boring name.
Actually, he's played by James Spader, who was Ultron. Well,
I
anyway.
got nothing.
Right. I don't know who that is either. Patty Tolan. Does anyone know who that is? I don't know. Right, Alfred Pennyworth. Has anyone got Alfred Pennyworth impression? Batman's butler, Alfred.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go up against the British people for.
Oh, please do it, Marty. Start the ball rolling for us.
Sir, would you like for me to press your cape this evening?
You definitely get a point. I don't think I can top that. Right, go on, Ashley.
All right, so I'm going to have to leave because I can't see you put yourself through this. I'm Michael Caine.
Very good. Like the specific one there. Okay, Chloe.
Would you like me to prepare the backplane for you, sir?
Nice Cap.
Oh, that was a sexy one.
You see, sir, some men can't be bullied. They can't be bought. Some men just
that not only did you get the quote, the delivery, the rhythm of it was good, Cap. It was good.
That sounds like the one from Holy Musical Batman. It's quite good.
Okay, Assad.
Okay, the British accent, okay. Sir, this is just a weekly reminder that your parents are dead.
Ouch!
Okay, you get 2 points there, Assad. 1 point for the good dialogue. The second point for saying British accent and then continuing to speak in the exact same voice. Okay, let's choose.
Can I do an impression of Chloe's?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you want me to get the back cave ready for you, Batman?
Well done, well done. Okay, let's choose one more and then we're going to play 20 questions. Walter Skinner, that's X-Files, I don't think. Does anyone know that? X-Files? No. Kif Kroker from Futurama. Or we could put it as a general... Does no one know Futurama?
I do, but I don't know.
Oh, wow, okay. Let's choose another one. 7 of 9. Anyone got a 7 of 9 Star Trek? No. Audience, we watch Buffy and Stranger Things. Maybe not others. Right, okay. Falcon, the 11th Doctor. Has anyone got either of those?
Who's the 11th Doctor?
Matt Smith.
No.
No, hang on. I've got a Matt Smith. Ready?
I'm a brat and I'll wear a bow tie.
Nice. Insulting Marty. Right, okay. Okay. Ashley, have you got the 11th Doctor?
Yes, I'm wearing fez now. Fezes are cool, and so are bow ties. Bow ties call it River. You kissed me, but you and I...
Definitely deserving of a point there. I'll give a point to Marty as well. Right, Chloe, let's see yours.
Value your existence. So it's one thing you don't put in the trap. Me.
I like it. But guys, I've definitely got this one. Right, so guys, just remember that bow ties are cool. Boom. Okay, I always have it next to my bedside.
You know,
Put that thing away before you put out an eye.
Okay, so with that, we're going to come on to our finale round. We are going to play 20 questions. So, I will be thinking of a character, unless anyone else is desperate to do one. Okay, I will be thinking of a character from somewhere with... Assad. Is this Walter White? Is it Walter White?
No.
Okay, is it a geek character?
No.
No, then.
I have a geek character.
Okay, go on then, Cap. Okay, Cap.
No.
No, listen, Cap, you did it before, and we learned a couple of things. So, you have to give us a yes or no. Because, you know, before it was, oh, well, maybe, on a lot of questions. So, Cap, I'm going to trust, we're going to get this right. So, you're thinking of someone. Okay, so we have 20 questions to work this out. We haven't numbered ourselves, so Ashley, myself, Chloe, Marty, Assad around the screen. So, Ashley, you can go first.
Oh, hi, Cap. Does your character identify as male?
Okay. Does your character come from a fictional world where there are superheroes? No. Ooh. Chloe.
Is your character from an anime?
You mean like Japanese anime?
Sure.
No.
Oh, it was so going to be Drifters, wasn't it? Okay, Marty.
Is your character from a film franchise?
Yes.
Okay. We're cooking now. Assad.
I'm so excited for the question.
I have no questions. What do I ask him?
I don't know. Just trust yourself, Assad. Ask it. There's no wrong question. Just ask whatever comes to your mind.
It's not a superhero, and it is Yeah, it's not a superhero movie, and it is not anime. It is. What did he answer about fantasy?
We haven't asked that yet.
Right. So is your character in a fantasy world film franchisee? I'm going to retract my question and ask another one.
No, you can't, Assad. You've asked it now. You've asked it. Okay, Ashley.
Hi, Cap. does your character have special abilities that you'd describe as extraordinary?
No.
They're not from anime, fantasy, science fiction, or superhero. Okay,
I
so...
would not say not all of them.
Oh, what? We haven't clarified all of that?
Yeah. You haven't
Oh, so
clarified.
that... Science fiction.
Sci-fi.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
think we asked about science fiction.
So that means he is from sci-fi. Yeah. I got a sneaky one there. Right, but okay. Does outer space come into the universe, the storylines that you're within?
Yes.
Chloe.
Are they human?
Yes.
Okay, Marty.
Is your character part of the Star Wars universe?
No.
Ooh.
Okay.
My question:
Yeah.
is your character part of the Star Trek universe?
No.
Okay, that's 10 questions, guys. Ashley.
Is your it's a film franchise?
Oh, yeah.
Your character appeared in a film that came out in the last 5 years.
He's frozen.
Yeah.
You can't leave us hanging like this, Cap. Please, come back.
Oh no!
Literally the only person that any other person could have got frozen.
Yeah, literally anyone. But what we do know is sci-fi is in outer space.
Hang on, I've got a notification. Got logged out. Well, okay.
I'll take
What other?
the
Let's talk about it. Well, what other film franchises are in space? Alien.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
2001 Space Odyssey and 2010 Space Odyssey.
Could be. Right, where? Oh, come on, Cap.
So
Come on,
there's
Cap.
Stargate. There's 2001 Space Odyssey.
There's Terminator.
That doesn't take place in space.
No.
I think Alien. Would Alien be quite good?
Yeah.
I said Alien.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So what are the
Independence
main
Day
male
2
characters?
is in space.
Also, we don't know how big this franchise is. We don't know how many films are in it.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, this is true.
Maybe we could have something that would.
Don't you love when you're watching Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and like Chris Tarrant just disappears for 10 minutes?
Throws his mobile phone at someone. No, didn't Chris Tarrant throw a spoon at someone in a restaurant?
Did
That
he?
was news, wasn't it? It was in 2004.
That's
He was in-
amazing.
David, if you can talk to him and take over as the character, then the rest
Shit.
of us can.
That's a good idea. He says I'll be there in a sec. So he's messaged. He's coming back to life. So what? Let's try and get a bonus point whilst we're waiting. Okay, so Ashley, your challenge here. You've got 10 seconds to name 10 characters or 5 characters from Angel. Go.
Fred, Angel, Connor, Cordelia, Lauren. Lauren.
Okay, bonus point. Bonus point. I don't remember well enough to not say that's right. Chloe, you've got 10 seconds to name 5 characters from Cluedo.
Okay. Monsieur Brunette, Reverend Green, Miss Scarlet, Mrs. Peacock, Professor Plum.
You done it. Well done. Marty, I'm going to give you 10 seconds to name 5 characters from the Godzilla expanded universe. Go.
Godzilla, King Kong, Ghidorah, and Mothra, and
Oh, out of time.
Oh,
Okay, Assad, You have 10 seconds to name 5 characters from Breaking Bad.
Oh, 5 characters only. Walter White, Jesse Pinkman, Skylar White, Gus Fring, and fuck!
That's time.
I also love you would give it like
Hank!
people be like, oh, 5, all right then.
Okay. So, Cap, you're back.
You have 10 seconds to name the character that you were.
Okay, so we were left on quite a cliffhanger. What was your question, Ashley?
I asked if the character had appeared in a film in the last 5 years.
Last 5 years.
Yes.
Oh, please get frozen again.
I need to check
Last
that.
5 years.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Hold. Let me check.
Wow.
He's got to check on his phone. This is brilliant.
I,
Okay, someone give me 10 seconds. Give me 10 seconds.
Alright.
No, he's not.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Cool. Right. Okay. Good. Well, we've lost Marty as well. So, let's see. What was my question? My question. Science fiction. So he's not been in a film within the last 5 years. Did you say?
mm-hmm.
Has there been more than 2 films in this series?
Very good question.
Yes.
Okay. Chloe.
Is how many locations are there in the films? Is it very is there only one location normally?
Can I add more detail on this?
Yes.
Jill, I'm going to allow it here.
Well, not just one place. I mean, I can call one city where this character mostly has appeared.
One city where this character's supposed to be as a kid. Interesting.
No, mostly has appeared. I never said kid.
Appears.
Appeared.
Oh, okay. Okay, Assad.
What track are we on? I've completely lost track.
What track are we on?
Yeah.
Well, how many questions have we got left?
9.
Don't say me in German.
Right, okay. So we know that they're male. We know that they're probably from sci-fi, but we haven't actually asked the question. We know that something...
I'm just gonna ask him point blank about the thing that we discussed, the movie.
Okay, go
that
on then.
that Marty suggested. Are you a character from the movie franchisee Alien?
No.
Oh.
Oh,
Marty.
Ask what I suggested.
I love how we're asking each other's questions now. Marty.
I don't think I was in the room when you mentioned that. So.
Okay, Assad, why don't you tell Marty what your idea was?
Space Odysseys.
Oh, it's not going to be that. No, because there's only been one of them, right?
2.
There's been 2.
And I asked, had there been more than 2, and I think he said yes.
Oh, he did. I missed that.
Also, what's city in space?
Oh gosh, what?
Even though he's not hiding his face being confused, so I don't know if we've got cross purposes.
I'm just gonna ask the question I always ask. Sometimes it helps.
Are they bigger than a bread box?
Yeah, that. No, that's TV.
Oh, sorry.
Does your character have a significant other that is as well known as he is?
No.
Okay, Ashley, it's your question.
Oh, hi, Cam. No, please carry on with what you were about to say.
Romantic interest. I'm specifically saying no to a romantic interest.
Okay, a romantic. No, never mind. I ask, is your character part of a team?
Yes, you can say that.
My question?
No, it's mine. Right, so my question is, they are part of a team. Now, Guardians of the Galaxy is part of a superhero franchise, I'll just say that much.
Yeah.
He's gone.
Switching devices.
Okay.
Stop.
Okay, my question is going to be: has your character, Capital Fave,
Yes.
ever killed anyone?
Yes, he has.
Okay. Ah, so now we know he's a he.
No, we always knew it was
We
a he.
knew
I know that. I was just trying to make it seem like I'd got
But
someone.
also, I check out Cap's background.
Yeah.
Does the hero Transformers fall into this category?
Oh, it could. Yeah, it could.
Yeah.
Cap's changed his background to Disney.
Yeah.
It wasn't my intention.
Okay.
Wow.
Just
Okay.
automatic.
Chloe, it's your question.
Not sure what to ask.
I'm just gonna name the 3 movies so we can think about
Yeah,
them.
go on. Go for it.
So first was Transformers, second was the Avatar. No, it has only one movie. My bad. Or Planet of the Apes.
Ooh. Okay, Planet of the Apes. It only takes place in space in one of them, right? Oh no, because he goes up to space in the first one. Yeah. Okay. Good thought.
Your question was, does it involve space? That's what you asked.
Oh, crud.
Oh man.
So also, what about Matrix?
Well, Matrix doesn't involve space, does it?
No.
Does it involve
Tron?
space? Is it just like you look out a window and there's a star, man?
I
That's
can say
it.
that
We're all.
space is a big part of it.
I mean, we're all in space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Chloe. Look, we've got to blast through this just because of time now. Chloe.
Is it based on a H.G. Wells novel?
I'm not.
Like War of the Worlds?
It's not War of the Worlds, I can tell you that.
Okay.
Hey, Mad Max.
What's that got to do with space?
It is on a different planet, right? No.
No.
Nice.
No.
Future.
It's Earth, Australia.
Whose goes it now?
Marty's.
Did y'all ask how many films, or did you?
We clarified that there's been more than 2.
More than 2. Okay. And how many questions do we have left?
Space
We
is
don't-
a major factor, he says, but not entirely, correct?
I'll tell you what, because I can't remember if we've done more than 10. I think we've been round 3 times, so I think we've got one more circuit to
Okay.
wrap this on.
Do these films, are there robots in these films?
No.
No robots. Ashley, back to you.
Hi. Are you now, or have you ever been animated?
Once, yes.
Wait!
Ooh. Okay, one time you were animated. What has been animated precisely once?
Oh,
Some reason I keep
Planet-
getting X-Files in my
Planet of
head.
the Apes. Planet of the Apes had one cartoon series.
can we...
Yeah, but like Planet of the Apes, like the 3 most recent films, they are animated like CGI.
Well, what about Space
Well, that's true.
What about Space Jam?
Yeah, what about
That's only about to get its second.
Yeah, it's gonna have its second one. Okay, my question.
X-Files only in one film, yeah.
I really not got a question here. Are you bigger than a bread box?
Good question. What we want to know.
Really,
Ask,
you're going with that?
DB isn't here. He couldn't be here. I promised him in my heart that I would ask this question.
I'm glad you did.
Should I answer that?
Yeah, go for it.
Yes, he is bigger than a bread box.
Okay,
Right,
guys.
finally. Okay.
It's not Howard the Duck. We know this much. Right,
It's
Chloe,
not
it's your
Borrower.
question.
Are they? Is what they wear iconic?
Good question.
I don't actually understand it. What do you mean, like?
Is their outfit or their costume iconic, like well known?
So you know that Superman has got like this famous costume.
Guys, we've forgotten about Doctor Who.
I mean, you could. I mean, you would identify them when you see them in
Their
costume,
face.
but I'm not really sure. It's not like Supermanish, like that level. I can't say.
So could it be Doctor Who?
No, it's a
No, not films.
Yeah. Very debate. There's been
And also
debate.
robots.
Yeah. Okay, Assad.
No question whatsoever. If you guys want me to ask a question, I will.
I do. Whatever your heart tells you to.
No, because I have no question in my heart.
Do we even know, like, because he said some of it has space. So what country is it in? Is it in America? Is it?
Yeah, it's good.
Ask if, I mean, if you want to rule out Space Jam, you could ask if it involves sports.
I don't think it'll be Space Jam.
can't be.
He's not even had 2 films yet.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, like a country might help.
Yeah.
But most of the sci-fi bullshit happens in America anyway.
Marty is in the room.
Yeah.
Should I give you a personal detail? This is
Personal
not actually
detail.
happy.
If this is your fan fiction.
This is the first Hollywood movie that I've seen, and this character is played by the first Hollywood actor that I saw, actually. For the first time when I was like...
Not helpful at all, but okay.
Yeah, but we know it's got to be about 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Kind of age him.
Oh, I've got no idea.
First Hollywood film he saw.
With multiple sequels. With some space in it.
Like Twilight doesn't have space in it, does it? Unless
No.
Firefly Serenity.
It actually is.
yeah.
Firefly Serenity.
Nah, that's like one film.
Hollywood.
Guys, we're just gonna have to power on. I think we've been beaten, but we do need to just power on. 2 questions left.
So we're not asking a Doctor Who question?
It can't be
Yeah, we've
Doctor
ruled
Who.
out Doctor
It
Who.
can't be Doctor Who, it's not a film.
No, there was only one film.
Could you ask if there... Well, no, I was going to say, could you ask if there's aliens in it?
I think you already answered that, right? No?
No, he asked if he said it wasn't part of the Alien franchise.
Yeah.
No aliens, but is there aliens themselves in it?
Oh,
Did Battlestar Galactica have a movie?
did what?
Franchise?
Hang on, could it be something
Black.
Men in Black related?
I was just thinking Men in Black.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna ask a Men in Black question, okay?
Okay.
But there are robots in Men in Black.
Character, right? Do I ask a Will Smith question directly? Is that fine?
Yeah, go for it.
Are you someone who wears suits, black suits?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm.
Okay. So
it's Q. No, not Q. I can't remember the name of the characters. It's
he is J and
Agent
K.
J.
J and K.
J and K. So is he going to be Will Smith?
I
Or
think
is
so.
it Tommy Lee Jones.
It's got to be Agent J. I think. Marty, if I was you, I would take a bet on that. Oh, so
Okay.
that was a bit.
Is it Agent J?
Yes, it is!
Yes! Oh man! Wow!
Okay, there are robots in that franchise. I'm sorry.
I've not actually seen them on film, even in the animated show. I did not
Yes,
see like
you
a
have.
particular robot.
Yes, you have.
I didn't. What was that? I don't remember a robot character. Can you name it?
Remember the little alien that rides around in the robot of the guy?
Oh yeah.
Oh, but isn't that a machine? That isn't a self-aware robot, is it?
It's a robot.
Oh, yeah, well, that's like saying my car is a robot.
Your core is a robot.
Yeah. Okay. So, guys, we made it on the final two questions. So let's quickly find out where you can find everyone. Starting with Cap. Great character there. Where can the people find you?
You can find me in SWAT Deeds, my YouTube channel, where I sing and dance and never actually talk about Men in Black. So that is SWAT Deeds, but my background? Here it is. So you can find me in SWAT Deeds, and sometimes in Extreme Improv, and follow all these lovely people in their own social medias. Hooray!
Okay, where can we find you, Assad? Fantastic. Chloe, where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram at I'm Bruceman __ Batwayne.fuck.
Okay, where can we find you, Marty?
You can find me at What Would Jesus Glue on Instagram. You can find me on the next show, and you can find me eating my lunch.
Ah, okay. Oh, do you know what? Like, one thing I'll say just before we come to the end here, I forgot to bring up the audience stuff. They've been commenting the whole time. Elke says, you guys playing 75 questions. Yeah, right. Marty, your toaster is a robot. Watch out. Right, also says Elke. Okay, so anyway, my name's David Postansky. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at David Postansky. But because I didn't announce it earlier, just in terms of winning, Ashley, you have the most points, so you are this week's Geek of the Week. Well done. Where can the people find you?
You can find me in the next show in my Coming of Age in the Milky Way special.
Okay, and just very quickly, so sorry, audience, I forgot to check out all of what you're saying. David Meakin said, I would say the greatest game of all time would be Assassin's Creed franchise. Good games. They're not Donkey Kong Country 2.
It died.
Okay, Corey Birch says, best video game of all time, Murders She Dreamcasted. Excellent. I had Cluedo on the PC, says Matthew Paul Burrows, and Monopoly to play on my own. I once held a tournament to see which AI character was the best. Love it. Extreme Improv 2, the Extreme Edition. Yes, I don't know. Okay, hang on. God, I'm going through these in reverse order. I should have read all those. David Postansky is a stud. Ashley is a babe. How did we miss these comments? These are the best comments we've ever got. Right, let's have a look here. Live long and prosper. So, oh wow, do you know what? We definitely got lots more people watching at this time. I just forgot to check what they were saying. So thanks for all the comments. Until next time, stay safe, always stay extremed, and ciao for now.
Goodbye.
So, folks.
Dos vidania.